Hi, my name is D.I. von Briesen. I'm your instructor this semester for online teaching and learning, and I'm looking forward to a pretty good time with all of you. Every semester is a little bit different. If it's summer, we're in for a pretty intense little ride. If it's the fall, it might be a little more relaxed, and there's an awful lot to cover and an awful lot to learn, and hopefully I can help guide you through that and probably learn a lot from you along the way. So I've got some other videos that you may have watched already. One of them is Roberto's initial introduction, which was specifically for that past semester, but a lot of what he says holds true. So I don't want to really repeat a lot of what he's getting into, but a couple of things, little tidbits along the way. First of all, this is really based on your own self-motivation. Online classes rely heavily on you're doing the work, you're deciding what's appropriate, and graduate classes, in particular this graduate class, relies on you deciding what you want to get out of the class. It's not so much a question of grades as did you do what you needed to do, and were you happy with that, and was it enough to show us that you're serious about it. So we're going to mess around with some tools, talk a bit about teaching philosophy. You've hopefully got the textbook, which talks about discussion-based learning, and I'm hoping to introduce you to some tools that you may not have had a chance to play with. They could be anything from Skype or Second Life or Google Docs, or perhaps you've not used wikis before. It'll really depend on the class's interests and the class's needs and what's going on this particular semester. So I won't belabor the point. A couple things that are worth mentioning. A personal interest of mine is low-cost video. Like you see here, this is just done with a cheap webcam on a Dell laptop. You pay $25 more and you get the built-in microphone and camera. In this case, I've got a little external microphone, which I'm hoping will take off some of the echo. But this is unscripted and done really without, I'll admit that I've given it a couple attempts, and this is yet another one. I'm trying to look at the camera as opposed to the screen and that sort of thing. And I'm going to ask you guys, when it's convenient for you, to try and do a similar video, even just 30 seconds or a minute and a half to kind of cover that. And I'm going to ask you to compare these and just kind of give commentary on each one. And we're going to just look at a lot of the different technologies and explore a bit through the class, and we'll see where that takes us. Just a couple of things. You really need to be in the habit of coming online at least a couple times a week, looking at what others have done, keeping track of yourself. We do have logs and can kind of see who's been where and what, and not to be big brother on you, but I've seen a huge disparity in the number of connections that people make. Some people have, say, 300 touch points during a semester, and others have 1,300, so quite a big difference there, and I'd hope that you all would be active and eager participants in the course. So when I come back and look at these videos, I'm always a little bit dismayed. They make me seem kind of somber, or it seems like my words are slurring. So I'm actually kind of a fun guy, I like to think. So I've got a number of hats. In this case, my Radford hat. I'm running this workshop up here, and well, my other hats are probably not within reach. So I guess we're out of that. I could juggle, I suppose, but no, we don't do that. I've got my African rattle. See, I was inspired. I just watched Roberto's video, and he does the whole cool sunglasses thing. And so I've got the African rattle, and I've got the juggling balls. Actually, they're bean bags. And of course, always a fan of the jigsaw puzzle, 1,000 pieces. Yeah, man. And the deck of cards. Cards are good. Cards are good. And in particular, these are special cards. These are my business cards. And on them I have my name and URL, which you probably can't quite make out there, but it's tropicalteachers.com. So go check that out. And let's just go from here and see where it takes us. And I'm very much looking forward to working with you all, reading your profiles, some of which I've already done. And here we go. Rock and roll.